Hello everyone. Today we are going to start with the UGC NET syllabus of home science. So the first unit is food science and service management. It consists of food science and nutrition, properties of food which we can touch and which we can evaluate chemically, evaluation of foods objectively and subjectively, cooking methods, processing of cooking, how cooking affects the food, food pigmentation and additives added in the food, standards where food is maintained, and microbiological safety of food, food packaging, etc. Perspectives of food service menu, like menu planning, food cost analysis, etc. New product technology like nanotechnologies, etc. And how the food is maintained at the different levels like educational institutions, social and special institutions, hospitals, etc. And then last is research methods, fundamental issues of research, concept of research, need and relevance, scope and ethics in the research. Then we have the second unit. In the second unit, we have nutrition and dietetics. In the nutrition and dietetics, we have different food groups in which we consist of food pyramid, macro and micronutrients. Like macronutrients consist of carbohydrates, fats, proteins. Micronutrients consist of minerals, vitamins, etc. Nutrient role of nutrients in the body, nutrient deficiencies like deficiency diseases which occurs due to the malnutrition or deficiency which occurs due to overeating, public health nutrition, nutrition span during our lifetime from the birth till the death, how the nutrition affects our body, community nutrition, sports nutrition, nutrition in emergencies and disasters, nutritional assessment, methods and techniques of nutritional assessment, how these are evaluated, nutritional interventions, the programs and services introduced by the government at the government level, clinical and therapeutic nutrition. Therapeutic nutrition means like the diet which is given to a diseased person or to evaluate to maintain. Then diet counseling and management, the role of a dietitian. Then the research methods, research design principles and purpose of research. Then we have the third unit, that is the textiles part. In the textiles part we have mainly we have the terminologies like fiber, yarn, weave, fabric, etc. Classification of fibers, yarns, weaves, identification of different fibers and weaves, manufacturing of all the natural and man-made fibers, different fabric construction methods like woven fabrics, knitted fabrics, non-woven fabrics, and their properties. Then we have the finishes given to the textiles, like their classification, processing, and purpose of finishing. Why this finish is given to the textile. Then we have dyeing and printing, classification of dyeing and printing, like we have different dyeing methods, printing methods, all that, like block printing, tie and dye, batik, roller printing, screen printing, discharge printing, heat transfer printing, digitized printing, which is most popular nowadays. Then we have traditional textiles of India and the world. Traditional textiles of India consist of embroidered textiles, printed textiles, woven textiles, dyed techniques of making the textiles, identification on the basis of fiber content, techniques, motif, color, and designs. Then we have textile testing and quality control. In this, we test the different fibers, fabrics, and identify their yarn, weave, fiber, their GSM, color fastness, shrinkage, and different finishes which are given to the fiber or textile or garment. Textile and environment. Then we have banned dyes, eco-friendly textiles, contamination and effluent treatment, eco-labeling and eco-marks. Then we have recent developments in the textile sector, like we have nanotextiles, technical textiles, occupational clothing, zero waste designing, upcycling and recycling. Then in the textiles, we have research methods, type of research, descriptive, survey, historical, qualitative, quantitative, analytical, and action research. In the fourth unit, we have apparel designing. This is also part of fashion designing, where we refer to body measurements, the procedure, anthropometry, how to take body measurements, equipments used for taking body measurements, the use of machines and all in the stitching of a garment, elements and principles of designs or application, fashion terminologies, fashion theories, fashion psychology, pattern making, drafting, draping, flat pattern making, commercial paper pattern making, dart manipulation methods, etc. Apparel manufacturing terminologies, different terminologies like seams, techniques, machines used, etc. Then we have apparel quality testing, quality standards and specification, quality parameters, defects of fabrics and garments. Then we have care and maintenance of clothing, principles of washing, laundry agents, storage techniques, care labels and symbols, etc. Then we have selection of clothing for different age groups. Then we have research method, hypothesis testing, and its types and its scope. Then we have the next unit, that is resource management and consumer issues. In the resource management, we have the basic topics like management of anything like energy, money, time, space, motivational theories, decision making. Then we have functions of management like planning, supervising, how we manage everything, the different steps in the management. Then we have resources, classification of resources, their characteristics, factors affecting resources, time management, work simplification techniques, etc. Then we have management of natural resources, like how we have to manage forest, land, air, water, harvesting, etc. Then we have money management. Then we have human resource management, that how we have to manage our resources. Then we have the great topic of consumers, like what consumer problems we have, the definition of a consumer, their problems, how to identify that, the rights of the consumer, the duties of the consumer, etc. Then we have consumer protection. In this, we have all the acts and all these things which are related to the government and public. Then we have entrepreneurship, its great role, concept, process, barriers, motivation, challenges, etc. Then in the last topic, we have research methods, sampling techniques, types of sampling procedures, probability and non-probability sampling. Then in the sixth unit, we have housing and interior decoration. This is totally related to making of a building, how to make it, how to make the interiors of that building. What are the factors we are keeping in mind making a house to home, and all these things like design fundamentals, elements of art, principles of design, principles of composition, color, space planning, building regulations, housing and environment, energy as a source, product design, ergonomics. Then we have furniture and furnishings, and in the last topic we have research methods, selection and preparation of tools for data collection, etc. In the next unit, seventh unit, we have child and human development. In this very vast topic, we have all the growth and development changes, like from the conceiving of a child till the death of the child, from the birth till the death. We have theories of human development and behavior, early childhood care, education, child and personal special needs, their problems, children at risk, labor risk, adolescence and youth, adulthood, characteristics, the problems which occur during any stages in the life, aging, physical and psychological changes, and care needs, research methods, types of variables, and their selection. And in the next unit, eighth unit, we have family studies. In the family studies, we study about the different types of relationships in the families. We have single family, single parent. We have dynamics of marriages, family relationships, welfare approaches, programs and challenges, role in national development. Then we have domestic violence, marital disharmony, conflicts, like what we are seeing in the society is that it's that. Then we have parent education. Then we have family disorganization, family studies, etc. Human rights, guidance and counseling, like counselors are there to guide us properly to work with the family. Then we have health and well-being across lifespan development. In the last, we have research methods, data collection and classification, coding, tabulation, inferential and descriptive statistics. In the next unit, ninth unit, we have communication for development. Here we study about all the communication like nature, characteristics, functions, process, models, types, principles, barriers, etc. Then we study about communication systems and communication theories. Then we study about concept of development, how theories, models, measurements, and indicators of development, concept of development, communication models and approaches, different theories given by different communicators, role of communication in development, concern of development, communication, advocacy and behavior change, traditional, modern, and new media for development, then different organizations, agencies, and institutions working for the development of communication. Then in the last, we have research methods, analysis of data through parametric and non-parametric test. Then we have 10th unit, the last unit of the our second paper, home science. It is extension management and community development. In this, we have different limits, different fields of extension, historical perspectives of extension, program management, extension methods and materials, curriculum development and planning for of extension, education and development activities. Then we have non-formal adult and lifelong education, training, skill development and capacity building for human resource development, community development, people's participation and stakeholder perspective, development programs in India for urban, rural and tribal population groups. Then in the last, we have research methods, scientific report writing, presentation of data, interpretation and discussion. This is all about the UGC NET home science syllabus, which we have. So further, we will discuss about one by one in the other videos with the topics. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a great day.